Number 4, you will talk about themselves. People naturally don't talk to themselves. People naturally don't talk to themselves. It's not normal. It is only crazy people who talk to themselves. It is only crazy people who talk to themselves. So when two people meet, we cannot say they greeted themselves. No, we cannot say they greeted themselves. This is wrong English, dear learners. When two people meet, we cannot say they greet themselves. It is wrong English, dear learners. However, if they look at the image from mirror, they look at themselves. What you have to keep in your mind here, themselves here is a reflexive pronoun. And another distributive pronoun we are going to talk about is between. Another distributive pronoun we are going to talk about is between. It is used when you are talking about two things or two persons. Do you understand? We use between when we are talking about two things or two persons. Let me give you some example concerning the use of between. Example number one, the meals were shared between Adama and Ali. Do you see? The meals were shared between Adama and Ali. It is shared between two persons, Ali and Adama, so we use between. Second example, this is a secret. This is a secret between you and me. This is a secret between you and me. You are just two persons, so we use between here. And the last example concerning this part, between Mr. Kwasi and his wife, there is much understanding. Between Mr. Kwasi and his wife, there is much understanding. It is about two persons, Mr. Kwasi and his wife, just two persons. So we use between, dear learners. And after talking about between, you will talk about among. Among is not far from, let's say, is not far from between. But among is used when you are talking about more than two persons or two things. It may be 3, it may be 4, it may be 5, so and so. But what you have to keep in your mind, if you want to talk about more than two persons or two things, don't use between, we use among. So let's see it with some example. The cake is divided among 3 kids. Another example, the respect among students in the school is good. The respect among students in the school is good. Here too, we don't know the number of students, but what you have to keep in your mind, we have more than 2 students. It may be 3, 5, so and so. And the last example concerning this part, among countries in Africa, there must be understanding. There must be understanding. Or there must be understanding among countries in Africa. We exactly don't know the number of countries. But what you have to keep in your mind, dear learners, we have more than 2 countries. This is the most important. But we don't know the number of countries. Is it right? Is it right that it's not difficult? And the last concerning that lesson is one ... other. One ... other are also pronouns. But these pronouns are used for 2 things or 2 persons. But this time, it is in form of contrast. It is in form of contrast, what we call opposition. Do you understand? We use one ... other for two persons or two things in form of contrast. Contrast is called opposition. I think that it is necessary, to give you some example concerning that part. Two sisters differed from each other. One was short, the other was fat. Example number 2. One of the two films was interesting, the other was boring. Dear learners, this is a lesson concerning distributive pronoun. See you next time for another lesson. Bye.
Succès assuré.